The Coquitlam Animal Shelter is located at 500 Mariner Way. They always have animals looking for good homes. So if you're interested, let them know by calling 604-927-7387. Let's see who's in there now.
So we're here today at the Coquitlam Animal Shelter, and first up we're going to show you our newest little bun. We're actually just going to name her Bun today. She's very new to us. She's probably only about 4 months old. Rabbits can live up to about 12 years, so it is a long-term commitment if someone's interested. I think this little rabbit kind of looks like Peter Rabbit. She's really outgoing, really friendly. If anybody comes, she's right in our lobby here at the front of the Coquitlam Animal Shelter, and if you come in, she usually stands up on the cage. Right now she's having breakfast. You can see her eating her lettuce. Rabbits do require a lot of greens, so you can see she has a whole bunch of hay in here. But they also, fresh greens such as lettuce and kale and that kind of thing are really good for rabbits. And they can have a small amount of rabbit pellets as well. If someone were interested in her, we are going to be able to send her home, but she hasn't quite been spayed yet. So we will take care of that, but it probably won't happen for another couple months. But she's definitely up for adoption. So if you're interested in this little girl, please come and check her out here at the Coquitlam Animal Shelter. Here we're actually in the cat room, and I'm going to show you some kittens. We actually have quite a few kittens. We've had a number of litters and actually some singletons that have come into our shelter. This guy is probably about 9 to 10 weeks old. They actually came in, there's I think 9 of them, so he's the only gray one. Cats, of course, can live upwards of like 15 years, so it is, again, a very long-term commitment. Kittens also are kind of special in that they kind of can be pretty goofy when you first take them home, so you have to almost kitten-proof your house. They like to chase elastics and get into things, and they might eat things they're not supposed to, so you definitely want to make sure you have the time and resources to deal with kitten behavior, at least for the first couple years. They can kind of, scratch things and that kind of thing. You got to teach them the ropes. Most of these kittens have been with other kittens, so they could be a good friend for a cat if you had it home. So if you are interested in adopting a kitten, please come check one of these cute little guys out at the Coquitlam Animal Shelter. Little girl is actually in with the little gray kitten that we just saw previously. She is probably around the same age. There's quite a few of them that came in. We're not sure if they're all from the same litter. They could be, but they do tend to be, or seem to be, around the same age. So she maybe could be 9 to 11 weeks. She's already been spayed. You can see here that she has a tattoo in her ear, and so she's pretty much ready to go. We've vaccinated her and given her some flea treatment and dewormed them. So all they'll need is, some good food and some love and attention. Once again, kittens should have a specific diet. So a kitten should be on a kitten food. It'll give them a little bit more calories while they're growing, probably up until they're about 8-9 months old. We do send you home with a free vet exam, so you can always take the kitten in and ask your vet, what you should be feeding and what kind of medical stuff they need going forward. But if you're interested in adopting one of these cute little guys, again, come check us out here at the Coquitlam Animal Shelter. We have here another little boy kitten. He's a longer hair kitten. You can see he's got a little bit of a fluffy tail there. He's actually pretty playful as well. He's a little bit older. He's probably at the 12-13 week stage now. He's not yet been neutered. We neuter our male kittens generally about 6 months old. So you go home with a neuter certificate, so you have to actually get them neutered after you take them home. But he has been vaccinated and he's up to date with all his medical stuff. He is going to need brushing. So these longer hair cats tend to sometimes get a little knots around the ears and knots around the tail if you don't take care of that. They do still groom themselves, but you do have to make sure that you don't get any mats in there. They also will shed a little bit, so you have to be okay with a little bit of cat hair around your house. He is eating kitten food at this particular point, so again, he'll have to go home with that diet and eat that probably for the next few months, and then he can transition onto an adult food. So if you're interested in taking a look at this little long-haired gray guy, come stop here at the Coquitlam Animal Shelter. So last up here, we have another kitten. This kitten is actually not part of a litter. She was actually brought in with her mom by herself. So it was just mom and this cute little baby. She's now about 8 weeks old, maybe just over. And again, she's been spayed. She has a tattoo. She is really playful. So tortoiseshell kittens sometimes can be kind of silly. So if you're looking for a kitten that definitely has some spunk, this is definitely a girl for you. A lot of the volunteers come, and she definitely likes to play with string and some of the toys that we have in with her. So she should be a whole lot of fun for somebody to take home. If you're interested in this little girl, she is up for adoption, so come check us out here at the Coquitlam Animal Shelter, and we'll see if we can get you a new friend for life.